London 2012 games. It's going to be a very hot scene for these two teams who are inside the top four of a world tournament. What an opportunity awaits here.
Oh, it's a huge game for both teams, and the girls walking out onto the pitch in a second must be so excited to be playing the semi-final of the World Cup. I think we're in for a real exciting and end-to-end game here today, and I'm looking forward to it very, very much.
Spider-Cam with us for the last phases of the tournament here. The motorway not far away, just west of central Den Haag. And here is hockey heaven, the Kyocera Stadium, as the USA and Australia enter the pitch. The world number 4 Australia, its first World Cup or Olympic semi-final since 2006. While for the United States, the surprise packet of the women's tournament, world number 10, their first World Cup semi-final in 20 years. The crowd's building. Plenty of fans out and about in Hockey Plaza now coming in to take their seats. It's been high-intensity hockey from these two teams throughout the tournament. And we wait to see if that level of intensity goes even further today. Even through the anthems, extra fans coming in from outside here to have their seats for the first of the semi-finals. Pleasantries are exchanged between the world number 4 in gold, the world number 10 in red. Two teams that across the tournament, Sarah, have thrilled us with their intensity of play. Here's the USA lineup, captained by the two-time Olympian Lauren Crandall.
Yeah, Lauren Crandall's been really impressive this tournament, stepping in front in defence, intercepting a lot of balls and starting the attack for her team. But another key player there is number 16, Katie O'Donnell. She's been absolutely fantastic this tournament and continues to attack and continues to create opportunities and score goals. She's an all-round player for USA.
Let's be prepared when we have the ball, guys. They're going to not allow us the time that we think we have. So be prepared, know your next option, use each other. Midfielders will have to be available in the back, guys, and in the pass. Most of all, today, guys, work rate. It has to be there each and every instance. Don't do that one instance where you think you're just going to have a rest. That could be the one that costs us. It could be the one that scores us a goal. well. So let's make sure that we get out there today. Don't hide, get involved, bring your skills, bring your talent. That's what we're here for. We're a good team, that's why we're here. We can do this right today as a group, as a unit. Everyone does their job and gets it done right together. Yes, remember. 1, 2, 3.
So Madonna Blythe delivering the last words as we just saw the former British Olympian Craig Parnham, who's done great things with the American team. Madonna Blythe, number 12 and captain, missed the first couple of games of the tournament, and number 9 Anna Flanagan, top scorer in the women's tournament to this point of proceedings.
Yeah, influential players for Australia out on the field today, as with Casey Easton.
And Adam Cummins, the former Kookaburra, has a nervous look about him as we're about to hit the go button for the semi-finals at the Hague 2014. Counting it down. Julia Reinprecht with the temple guard, having fractured her skull just before the tournament. The United States in the red, attacking the right of screen. And Australia off to the left, the first of the semi-finals. A berth in the gold medal game awaits as Georgie Parker gets an early stick for Australia, but Crandall clears it out of danger, only to her opposite captain Blythe. And already Kelly Smith is sniffing around as it's put clear by Rachel Dawson. Very hot day if these two teams are to display the type of energy that they've displayed in the preliminary phase, Sarah.
Yeah, whenever you watch USA start their games, it's always really, really intense, and you think, wow, how are they going to actually sustain this for the whole 70 minutes? But somehow they do, and I think that's down to the fact they've got a really good fitness program designed by Dave Hamilton, who moved also from Great Britain to USA, and has been a fantastic addition to the team over there. On the other side, we know Australia also do a lot of conditioning, and you know both sides will be out there for the full 70 minutes today.
So a chance for Kel White to set up. No, she's going to move forward. It's Easton to control things from just outside the 23 and was looking for that deflection from Georgie Parker. Former Young Player of the Year, Casey Easton. Our officials today, Chakasoma of Japan, joined by Soledad de Paraguay from Argentina. The United States with wins over England, China, Germany and South Africa in the preliminaries, and a 2-2 draw with Argentina in their second game was perhaps the result that made everyone wake up to this renewed vigour for the team in red. While the Australians wins over Korea, Japan and Belgium, all 3-2, their first 3 games, beaten 2-0 by the Netherlands on match day 4, and a scoreless draw with New Zealand in their last preliminary. Nelson tries to hack in across. Flanagan. Smith the target, and already just a little bumping duel there between Julia Reinprecht and Emily Smith. Another long corner. Australia just pinned in the left corner here. Looking for an early incision of note. Kenny all the way to Edwina Bone. Dawson's there and has lifted it. So White takes the quick auto pass, and Crandall with a good stick. Oh, Selensky had the chance, but Bone will set up for Australia. Although that's a bit loose, and Flanagan won't run it down. So the USA to get their first real surge as Gonzalez takes the auto pass. Julia Reinprecht. There's a sister, Katie. We had a scary moment in the game between the USA and South Africa. Julia Reinprecht getting a stick to just above her eye, and she wears that temple guard because in the last collegiate game she played before the tournament, she suffered a fracture, so you can see it there, quite distinctive. Good to see her out there despite that scary moment in the last game of the preliminaries, coming in with an existing injury.
Yeah, fantastic, but shows how tough these girls are on the field and what they can actually go through and still put a fine performance out. So she again has been fantastic this tournament and just gone on with it and done her job.
Well, Cassold challenged by Blythe, the captain, and now White. Easton helps out. Good hustle from behind though by Solanski. Just the second World Cup semi-final for the women from the United States. They were beaten in their only previous World Cup semi-final. That was against Argentina back in 1994. But they went on to beat Germany and wins the bronze medal there. As O'Donnell, the star, with a beautiful piece of skill. Solanski to the back line, and Lynch gets low to ensure there's no immediate danger. And it looks like the team referral has been called upon with...
Do you want team referral?
Yeah, I hit the defender's body.
Wait.
Great confidence from Katie O'Donnell.
Okay, what's the question?
It hit the defender's body.
Okay, you're asking for the body of Australia?
Yes.
Okay. Carol, can you hear me?
Okay, you're looking for the defender's body.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Into the circle, please. Thank you.
Teams only have the one chance to get a referral wrong. They can have as many successful referrals as they'd like. And yes, Katie O'Donnell there looks to have just been able to push that into the calf muscle of Jodie Kenny.
The ball.
Yeah, I think she's asking if it's come up off the player's body, but...
I think it was just here. Look at the right leg. A little hard from that angle. This will help. Well, I don't think that's hit Kate Jenner, and...
Solly,
yes?
There is no Australian body, so you can stick with your decision, and the US lose their referral.
4.5 minutes in, the States lose their referral, and that's a bad moment from Katie O'Donnell.
Wait. You lost the referral, okay? Wait.
We've seen how vital it is to have that option. I'm sure Craig Parnham's not happy.
Yeah, I mean, interesting there. I'm sure, as with both teams out there, they'll want to get the first goal of the game, and maybe that's where Katie O'Donnell was pushing to see if they could get that penalty corner. They've been extremely successful this tournament through their penalty corners, and maybe looking for it there and wanting it a little bit too much, but I'm sure it'll come naturally in this tournament.
Blythe with a loose touch, so Falgoski has to dive hard. Kenny to clean up for the Australians. Nichols, good attack on the ball. And Wald in midfield for the US. Nanscorn, try to intercept. Gonzalez to Solanski. And away. Paige Solanski also popped a nasty knock in the last pool game. Spilt some blood out on the Greenfield Stadium pitch. But now back inside Callao Stadium for all of the remaining matches in the tournament. Reinprecht with the cross, Kenny with the deflection. And Nanscorn. I think they showed desperation. Reset for Nichols. So I mentioned just the one previous World Cup semi-final for the American women. For Australia's Hockey Roos, this is their 8th World Cup semi. They've won 4 and lost 3 of the previous 7, having been gold medalists twice and silver medalists also twice. As Nanscorn goes inside the 23-metre line. Georgia Nanscorn. Free hit USA. Cassold. Or Bone getting in the way of the long ball intended for Whitmer. You've been in big games, Sarah. How important is it in the opening 5 or 10 minutes to get a touch and settle the nerves?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really important to get your first touch on the ball and to ensure that you just settle your nerves in the first 5 to 6 minutes and then start to build upon that. I mean, the occasion for these guys will be massive. There's a huge crowd here this afternoon, and just playing in a semi-final of a World Cup will mean so much to these athletes. As you were mentioning, America haven't had a lot of experience in semi-finals, but if anything we've seen from them this tournament, that won't put them off. They've gained momentum not only from last month winning the Champions Challenge coming into this tournament, but each game they've just got better and better, and with some convincing scorelines, I expect they'll have a lot of confidence out there on the field today.
Bone to inbound for Australia. McMahon out to Jenner. Cap 101 for Kate Jenner today, and the 100th appearance for Jade Taylor of the Hockey Roos, as Claxton puts the Australians forward. Nanscorn trying to take on Julia Reinprecht. Found the body. Claxton's ball. Sharkey for the States off. Flanagan just used the body. It's a bit crude from Anna Flanagan.
Yeah, I mean, Australia will be more than aware of the counter-attack that USA possess and how quick their midfield and forward players are. So if they can, in a clever way, stop that from happening as soon as possible, they will do that this afternoon.
Kirsten Dwyer for Australia. These two teams actually met at the London Olympic tournament in pool play, and Australia won that game by 1-0. It was a penalty corner conversion from Anna Flanagan in the first half. The difference between the two teams when they last met at a major world tournament. And historically, the 68th meeting between the pair. Australia dominant with 44 wins to the United States 10. And 13 times we've seen a draw. We might see a draw after 70 today, but then they'll play the shootout as Vitesse puts a lovely ball away. And a chance for the US to go into danger territory. Cassol's shot saved by Lynch. Vitesse on the follow-up, not with great purchase. Vitesse still going, but Flanagan puts it on the stick of White, and Australia will clear.
That was a fantastic ball from Vitesse then, from right midfield out to the left midfield. She just saw that space, had the vision, and just threw the ball in there, allowing them to create their best attacking opportunity of this game so far. There we see the shot coming off then. Great save. Great shot off our right foot. Makes good contact with the ball, clean through. It's going high, but again, we've seen a lot of goals this tournament scored that way. Goalkeeper saves it nicely.
So 10 minutes elapsed. Yet to see a goal between the Australians and the United States. To come later today, the world number 1 and 2 will fight for the remaining spot in the gold medal game. The Netherlands and the Argentinians to do battle in our second women's semi-final, which comes later on today here in The Hague. Nelson with a nice steal in midfield for Australia. And time for Claxton to chase down the pass. McMahon given some space to walk into the 25, and well, White. It was a good ball from McMahon.
Yeah, really good ball. She looked like she was going to play it to the right-hand side and deceive the defender and just played a straight ball through, but yeah, a really good pass.
Elsie Kolajic of the States. She's already scored 3 goals this tournament. One of the dangers for the US in front of goal. Dwyer. And over the side, US ball. The overhead, for a moment, looked like it was going to be headed Whitmer or Kolajicic's way. Hot conditions, plenty of interchange you'd expect today. Adam Cummins, the Australian coach, happy that he packed the ice vests.
Yeah, definitely.
There was
very hot down there. There
was a chat that, well, going to Europe at this time of year, they didn't expect the temperature gauge to really hit heights where the ice vests may be needed, but I think they'll be used today as Easton puts on a good ball for Parker. Georgie Parker gets around Crandall and finds the foot. No, good defence from the US. Vitesse with the countering ball for Whitmer. McMahon accompanying Whitmer, backs up pace. McMahon did enough to hold her up.
Outside, please. Okay, Australia, 5. It's okay, it's okay.
So O'Donnell wears number 16, and she was just 16 years of age when she first played for her country. Very experienced now, even though she's only in her early 20s. Emily Smith for Australia, well, she's given it straight to Vitesse. And another chance for the US to build here. Gonzalez can't get through Easton's low streak. Dwyer helps out. Oh, but what persistence from Gonzalez. Nelson eventually having to clear. Melissa Gonzalez, she's past the 100 cap mark as well. And Smith just makes Crandall keep on her toes. And the press coming from the Australian midfield wins a turnover. Madonna Blythe for Australia. Nelson to Parker, but a loose touch. And Julia Reinprecht there. Again, the team's just having to battle hard for possession in midfield. Schultz had 3 against her, and O'Donnell comes away. Nanscorn. Oh, good persistence from the Victorian. Emily Smith with Crandall in front of her. Did she kick it? I think she did, yes. Early impressions here, Sarah, as these two teams settle in.
Yeah, I mean, USA looking to do what they've done all tournament and attack forward. I think what's nice from this angle up here in the commentary box is seeing all the girls asking for the ball. Everyone's not afraid to get on it, which is something you may have seen considering they lack a little bit of experience at semi-finals, but all of them wanting to get on the ball and wanting to attack. Australia, on the other hand, are pressing really well and forcing USA into the middle of the field where they're winning back a lot of balls. So it's an interesting contest at the minute out there.
Just behind Cody Reinprecht. Just a couple of years older than her sister, Julia. It's a very poorly struck overhead from Jodie Schultz.
More, please.
4 vantage points taken for coaching staff. Craig Parham, a former British player and a part of the GB Olympic teams in the last couple of Olympics. Stepping up to head coach, and, well, for more results. It's been an absolutely terrific appointment from USA Field Hockey. Crandall read it well. Selensky. Paige Selensky for the USA. Burns Schultz for speed and keeps going, Paige Selensky.
That didn't come off on that occasion, but shows what a threat she is. And I think that's the nice thing about USA is that they don't just rely on 1 or 2 players. There's a good 4 or 5 in midfield and attack that can just keep coming and have the speed to take the Australian defence apart today if they do it correctly.
Women's semi-final 1 from The Hague at the 2014 World Cup. The world number 4 Australia and the world number 10 the United States, as Flanagan goes for a very hard pass looking for the high striker in Emily Hertz. Already 5 goals for the tournament, Anna Flanagan. 4 from the penalty corner and 1 a stroke conversion as Vitesse is outnumbered. And Flanagan makes a nice challenge. Another former World Young Player of the Year, Anna Flanagan. Oh, having to do a mountain of work here to get through. And she still goes, Anna Flanagan. Terrific skill. Nanscorn. Oh, Nichols sorted that out. What a brilliant bit of work there from the Canberran. Here's the Centurion of today, Jade Taylor. Her 100th appearance for Australia, and the US holding firm in that defensive left corner. Oh, Selensky beautifully dispossessed by Schultz. White. And Pye says, play ball. And that's a good firm hit from Nichols to Cassold. Now a bit of settling perhaps after that flurry out on the far side.
Yeah, you can see what America are trying to do. They play the ball in from defence to midfield and just try and lay the forwards off. Here we see Anna Flanagan, some silky skills, creating the space for herself and laying off a nice pass to her teammate.
Nichols looks long. Claxton got a touch. Kenny controls. 3-2 the scoreline in Australia's opening 3 games at this tournament against Korea, Japan and Belgium, before they put it right up to the Netherlands before going down 2-0. And an exhausting 0-0 draw in hot conditions on match day 5. 3 wins, a draw and a loss in pool play for the Hockeyroos. While for the United States, they started with a 2-1 win over the England team. Drew a ferocious contest with their Pan-American rivals Argentina 2-2 on match day 2.
Okay.
And then finished with consecutive victories over China 5-0, Germany 4-1 and South Africa 4-2. A wonderful performance from Team USA to defy the rankings and reach the top 4 here. And there's going to be a card from Madonna Blythe for that stick check. What is it? White's card, yeah, Kelly White.
I said last one, the one before. Wait. I said last one, the one before, enough.
So 2 minutes temporary suspension for Kelly White. And that's a wild ball from Emily Wold, which gives Australia a chance to work its way out of defence. Wants to wind up Jodie Kenny. She's got plenty of power and an important trap there from Stephanie Fee. M. Smith snooping behind her. Bone attacking the ball and winning the free hit.
Okay,
Emily
no
Wold,
more.
a 19-year-old, and Kelly White waiting for the seconds to tick by to return to the field of play. Again, just testing Fee with her skill to ensure she gets a touch on it with Emily Smith right
That's
behind
okay,
her.
okay.
Nelson. And back to the reset. Intriguing tactical battle here. Kate Jenner. That's a good pass that finds Smith down low. Nichols is well placed, or McDonald was well placed to see it over the back line. Claxton off a body. Well, it's really just a bit of thrust and counter thrust at the moment, Sarah. We haven't seen a penalty corner.
Yeah, it's pretty equal at the minute out there on the field. Both teams working hard in attack and defence to get behind the ball. This game will probably take a goal in order for it to open up, but not saying that teams are working, not saying that the teams are being reluctant to do what they've been doing this tournament, because as we're seeing now, Australia is starting to put some long balls through and get on the end of them in the attacking side. And again, when USA get the ball, they're always looking to attack, so that's great.
That was a superb chase from Parker to win the long corner there. It looked like that ball was going beyond the back line. Wold can come away. Batiste with 3 Australians around her. Originally from New Jersey, Michelle Batiste. Easom, good trap and Hurts. Emily Hurts a chance at the top of the D for Australia. Gets it in for Smith, trying to burrow away clear. Had numbers around her and a desperate clearing stick from Stephanie Fee.
Yeah, again, a good Australian press there, winning back the ball and allowing them to counter. Seeing a lot more of that as the game progresses, looking like Australia taking them to the zones where they really want to press them.
Still Australia's ball for Jane-Ann Claxton outside the D. Easton, good ball, Parker. Off the foot.
Yeah, there's a great early ball in there for Eastham. She's seen Parker in the D. It's unfortunately not able to get a shot off on this occasion, but really good posting up to receive the ball in the danger area.
Okay.
Generally keeps a pretty calm demeanour, Adam Cummins. Australia with that statistic, having the lion's share of the ball in the attacking quarter. And Ash Nelson scoots away at 5 metres. Falkowski. Stars and Stripes fans trying to make their voices heard here on this warm Thursday afternoon in The Hague. Good control from Dawson. Batiste.
Be careful.
And she's going to take them on here. Oh, a bit tangly. Nanscorn continues the pressure, and good work from Hertz from behind to win that turnover for the Hockey Roos. Dwyer to McMahon. Whitmer pressing. And Madonna Blythe's touch evading her.
Yeah, both teams need to try and just get hold of the ball for a couple of minutes, just make sure that they play it from stick to stick and actually get some ball possession where they can work their way up the field slowly and actually get some outcomes when they're in the attacking circle. At the minute, we're seeing a bit of a ping-pong style of hockey that we're just putting it back to each other. Now another turnover and we go to Australia side. Blythe
to Nanscorn. But Crandall, the captain. Two Flamehead hockey players here. Nanscorn found an American foot. Georgia Nanscorn from Victoria in the southern part of mainland Australia. And nice interception for Cassol to come away, trying to link up with a pacey Whitmer, but Kirsten Dwyer with a good stick. Now Ash Nelson. There's Caitlin Fogowski taking up her position. How to get through here for the Australians. McMahon goes the direct route, looking for Eastham, but just couldn't find the skill to trap. Dawson, Katie Reinprecht. Eastham keeps chasing up. Oh, and O'Donnell's touch is loose. So Jenner wins the free hit. Bit of sustained pressure forward here for the Australians, but that's a loose pass.
Yeah, it's just a few individual errors at the minute where we just keep giving ball away each side, actually. It's not one side or the other. So America on the counter now, though. And
Cassol with a good run. With intent, McMahon's there. Cassol comes again. But behind off an American stick. The 16-yard hit.
Yeah, as I was saying, I just think one of these teams just needs to grab hold of the ball and keep possession for a little bit longer, find their teammates and work the ball higher up the field.
Again, a good touch from Flanagan. Jade Taylor for Australia in her 100th appearance. Nice close from Rachel Dawson. Taylor a late inclusion to the squad for the injured Tennille Attard, making the most of her opportunity. Batiste again well placed. Kolodziejczyk. That's a nice touch from Kelsey Kolodziejczyk off the boot of Dwyer.
Yeah, that's a great touch there to get away from the defender and just manages to get a stick on the end of the ball to win the free hit for her team.
Australia B5.
Ash Nelson comes for a rest. As the US now has its turn to try and work its way inside the 25 with some precision and danger. Enthusiasm from O'Donnell, even playing it off the ground.
She's a feisty little player, isn't she? She's really, really good and has really been instrumental in many of the attacks for America this tournament. Really gets involved there.
Wade Parnham not happy with that call. Inside 9 minutes to the break. It's been a real arm wrestle, really. A few chances, but perhaps here with Hertz. Oh, she did all the hard work with the first touch, but then just couldn't control it. She was in behind the defence.
Yeah, it's a great ball through. Good first touch, but she just couldn't control it, as you said, and that pretty much sums up how it's going for either side at the minute. Either the first touch is too far off their sticks and the other team's winning it back, or it's just going off the sideline.
No touch from the US, so a 16-yard hit. Kelly White buzzing around, a busy player. She's been important this tournament.
No, it's okay.
Not much space in the centre part of midfield for either team.
No, and as I said, Australia are really good at collapsing the centre of the field, making it look like there's some space, and as soon as USA are playing that ball into the midfield players, Australia are collapsing that and getting on top of them and winning back the ball.
The first of the women's semi-finals. The winner today to the gold medal game on Saturday. The United States of America have never been to a gold medal match of the World Cup. While for Australia looking to return there for the first time since 2006, where they picked up a silver medal. Good challenge. Golgowski getting involved, denying Kelly White. Dawson decides to take them on over halfway. Found a foot, but they'll play on. Vitesse gets around Claxton. She's a busy player, Michelle Vitesse, and that's a fine piece of work to link with Kolodziejczyk. Kelsey Kolodziejczyk for the USA. Taylor closes it down.
That's a great bit of play there from Vitesse. Some lovely skills on the left-hand side, and again opening up the whole of the field, allowing her team to attack down the side, the right-hand side where there was some space for it to attack. Again though, just going off the baseline, just that final touch at the moment for both sides.
Kelsey Kolodziejczyk, 3 goals for the tournament already. There's Michelle. And look at the fans here inside the Kia Center Stadium. 15,000 seat capacity. Regularly the home of the football team, ADO Den Hague. Transformed into a hockey pitch for 16 days of entertainment. And again, we just wait for that really incisive moment in the game. Both teams battling so hard to try and get inside the D with some authority. Perhaps win a penalty corner. Find that chance. Rachel Lynch did have to make a couple of saves early on for Australia, but outside of that, well, there's a loose pass. And luckily, Flanagan gets there as Vitesse had a loose first touch.
USA had set up that press then superbly. They put the defender under a lot of pressure and made it look like she was able to play that ball out to the right-hand side of the field, knowing very well that they were about to intercept it. Just, again, the first touch not coming off for the USA player.
Vitesse almost steals it from Easton, but now Ashley Nelson has a chance. Jenner for the Hockey Roos. Parker down low. Nelson came in support. And there is Ash Nelson, free on the 25. Good interception from Dawson. And this thrust and parry continues. Hot work here in The Hague in the first half of our first semi-final. 5 minutes or less now to the break. Yet to see a goal between the USA and Australia. Well, we get to this point of the tournament, Sarah, you expect a pretty intense, even matchup. That's what we've got through the first half hour of hockey. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, both these teams have done extremely well this tournament, and it's just a bit of cat and mouse out there at the minute. Both teams playing between the midfield and very few opportunities in the attacking circle, not even a corner in the first half. So,
well, here's a great interception from Kolodziejczyk. And a chance for O'Donnell to use her skills. Schultz with a timely stick, though, for Australia. Here's a real rock in the centre of defence, Jodie Schultz. O'Donnell wants to keep busy, though. Vitesse, oh, in fact, that's Katie Reinprecht. That's a hit and hope from Kenny to midfield, and it might work out. Well, Hurts. For a moment, I thought White was going to pick up that ball, but it's Katie Reinprecht for the USA. Down the left. Claxton with the touch. The longer we go without a goal, and just feel the intensity in the crowd lift a little. They're waiting for something to break open here. Easton to Claxton. Again, trying to get in behind, and Hurts. Her control is good this time. She's got 2 against her. Crandall with a great close down to slow things up. Hertz wants to take it quickly, and she does. Georgie Parker for Australia. Kelly White trying to get on the natural side, and it's in! It's in off a defender's stick, but the shot did come from inside the D, and that's a goal to Australia. The Hockeyroos open the score.
Well, that's what this game has been needing, and it's come from Australia. Great ball down, and what Australia have been doing a lot this game is leaving a high forward in behind the defenders. Plays the ball into the circle, does very well to get the shot off, securing the ball from the defender so she can't make a tackle and get a shot off. It has come off the defender's stick there, unfortunately, but yeah, goal to Australia.
Jubilation for the women in goal. Unfortunately, it was Laura Crandall's stick. The captain was trying to defend in front of her keeper, Jackie Kintzer. And it goes in the book for Kelly White a couple of minutes before half-time. It's no longer the own goal rule in hockey, but of course, when that striker makes contact inside the D, that's always been the case. If there's a deflection off a defender and it goes in, that's a counting score. Just no longer can you crank it in from an attacking perspective from outside the circle, and a loose defensive touch goes in. That no longer counts.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what USA do. I mean, there's only a minute till half-time now, so coaches will be telling the teams both what they want from them in the second half, and it'll be interesting to see how both teams come out to start the second half and what the tactics are around that.
Sharkey for the United States. Katie Ryan-Preggs. Good touch from Easton. Inside the last minute to the break. A very tight, intense first 35 minutes of hockey. But it's the women in goal that look like they'll take a one-goal advantage to the break. Bone. Easton back to Edwina Bone. And perhaps a late chance for Australia. Eddie Bone. Kicked it. Dawson for the US. And that looks like the last meaningful movement, unless something can happen here. Jenna happy enough to see it to the side, and we reach half-time in the opening women's semi-final of the 2014 Hockey World Cup in The Hague. And joy for that man and his country. A goal just before the break makes it Australia 4, US 0. Well, Sarah, just a chance to let the tension release from the shoulders for a minute. Pretty tight hockey.
Yeah, really tight first half there. Both teams not really given a lot, and most of the play being played within the midfield. Too many errors individually for my liking, and too many turnover of the ball. But what we saw there from Australia was that the chance they did get into the circle, they took it and got the goal they needed.
A hot afternoon here in The Hague. Don't go away, we'll be back after half-time, but we reached the break with the USA 0, Australia 1. Welcome back to the Kia Stadium. Half-time in our first women's semi-final, and a goal to Kelly White of Australia, deflected off the American captain Lauren Crandall in the face of goal. Is the difference between these two teams after 35 minutes of tense hockey. Let's take in some of the more important moments, and a couple of shots early for the States, testing Rachel Lynch in the Australian goal.
Yeah, good getting a shot off there on the backhand. Nice save from the Australian goalkeeper, though, to not allow that to go in. Here's the goal. Kelly White takes the ball from the defender and gets a great shot in from a tight angle. Unfortunately, Lauren Crandall, the USA defender's got the last touch on that to beat the American goalkeeper.
Gertz was waiting behind, but didn't need to get a touch for Australia, and well may the flag of the southern continent fly proudly here in the Netherlands. Let's get down to Charlie Broom, pitch side.
Yeah, I'm here with Craig Barnum. Craig, it's a tight old game, this one.
Yeah, it is tight. I mean, it's typical of semi-finals. It's a really tight defences. People a bit cautious maybe, but I think it'll open up in the second half.
What do you say to the girls at half-time?
Just to keep playing. I thought we had a good first half. I think the goal was a bit unfortunate. Took a bit of a nasty deflection in the middle of the field and just left it a bit exposed. But yeah, I think we're looking forward to the second half.
You're smiling, you're enjoying this?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good game. We're going to be good here.
Cheers, Craig. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, as a player, Sarah, surely that positivity's got to rub off on you as we look at the numbers from the first half.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the numbers there, United States having 8 circle penetrations and 5 shots off that. In comparison to Australia's 4 and 1, they've undoubtedly been the most clinical side there, but as Craig Parnham was saying, it took a nasty deflection to give them that goal.
It's not the usual thing to see a coach with a smile on his face down 1-0 in a World Cup semi-final. As there's a number of Australians who have travelled to The Hague. They're probably going to tweet that photo. Make sure they hashtag it RHWC 2014. Follow us at FIH_hockey. Or they might put it on their Facebook accounts, where they like, no doubt, the FIH Hockey Facebook account, and can see everything that's happening from here and around the plaza. Let's get back to Charlie, pitch side.
Yeah, let's get the thought of Adam Cummins, the Australia coach. It's a close game, this one, isn't it?
It's a very tight match. It's a typical semi-final with both teams playing very strong defensively. I don't think USA have looked particularly dangerous. They've broken a few times, and we've defended quite well one-on-one. On the flip side, we haven't had a whole lot of chances either. We need to string some passes together a little better than we have, and we need to attack the fringes of the circle rather than going through the head of the circle. What else do you say to the girls at half-time? I think we just need to string some passes together. We are taking 2, 3, 4 steps with the ball when we've got an immediate option, and we just have to use the ball, use it quickly. We have to go to full width on one side and quickly to the other side and move this US team around. They're very physical. If you move them around, they're going to get tired.
Adam, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks.
Always a very analytical response to our questions, the Australian coach, Adam Cummins. You concur?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a perfect synopsis. I mean, that's exactly what I was saying in the first half. I felt both sides needed to string some passes together and just retain possession that little bit longer. Undoubtedly so. This is how a semi-final tends to run. Both sides, you know, are tight and they're reluctant to open up. And now we've had that 1-0 goal for Australia. It means that the second half we will be seeing a lot more opportunities, with the fact that USA have got to score at least 2 goals to win this game now.
And there's the sense in these hot conditions, the way that these two teams play, they are going to get tired.
Yeah, they'll get tired, but the adrenaline out there playing in a semi-final of a World Cup, I'm sure that will take over today. The build-up for the tournament for USA in particular, they've got an amazing facility in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. They've even got an indoor dome field now for them to play in the winter, and the physical preparation they will have had through Dave Hamilton will have been top-notch. So I'm sure they're ready for the next 35 minutes of hockey.
Which is only a matter of moments away from getting underway. Paige Selensky with a look of intensity. Will it be the Australians or the US in this next 35 minutes to book their path to the gold medal game? The second half is, well, not quite underway just yet. Umpires wanting that pushback re-effected. So Kelly White is allowed to play ball this time. Australia in goal to the right in the second half. 35 minutes separates these two teams from a spot in the gold medal game, or perhaps 35 minutes in a shootout. If we get to the 70 minutes, unlike in a lot of other big tournaments over the years, no extra time here at the 2014 Hockey World Cup. We play 70, and if you can't be split, it's the shootout. One-on-one, player on defender, starting at the 25 with 8 seconds to get the shot away. Now White, here's the goal scorer, just losing possession there. Kelly White's goal was the 25th in Australian colours for the number 16 for the Hockey Roos. Nichols for the US. And just a foot on the trap there of Gonzalez. Well, it was quite a late goal in the half, Sarah. Does it change things automatically in the second half? We'll watch O'Donnell have a bit of a run here, see if she can dazzle with her pace and skill.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good timing for Australia to get that goal before half-time.
See if Cassold can create here inside the D, and a very good defensive stick from Carrie McMahon.
But yeah, at the same time, it gave USA the chance to regroup and get a talk from their coach, Craig Parnham. As I said, this USA team are very much a fighting team, and they won't be dispirited by that one goal. They'll just spur them on to try and get some more, I'm sure. And Australia have been really secure in defence, so I'm not sure they will even think of shutting up shop just yet.
Now, look at this fine piece of work from Michelle Cassold of the United States. Yes, there are plenty of goals in the women in red at this tournament. 17 in the preliminary phase, in fact, including a 5-0 shutout of China. So they've got some armoury behind them as far as beating the keeper.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think Australia have only scored 9 up until this game today. So it just shows what we should see from USA. But in saying that, USA have scored a lot of goals from penalty corners. So I'm assuming that's what they'll be looking to get this afternoon.
Okay, it's on, it's on.
Nice skill from Dawson, but Flanagan with Blythe. And that's against Ashley Nelson off the ball.
16, please. I know, I watch it. I watch it.
Crandall. And a skillful turn. And
yeah.
Michelle Cassold, and a great releasing pass for Zelensky. Inside the 25, Paige Zelensky. Schultz comes and does enough. Does better than that. She wins the ball.
There's a second great tackle from Schultz. She's so calm and composed back there in defence. One-on-one, wins the ball back for her team.
Well, that's lovely control from Falkowski. But Eastham will eventually doing enough to clear the danger for Australia, and Dwyer just dumps it away. Craig Parnham, what a great job he's done with this team since taking over at the start of last year, having been a 2-time player at the Olympics for Team GP and also an assistant coach for Beijing and London. Katie Reinprecht with some space down the right for the USA. And McMahon again with a good close down on Zelensky. Good hustle from the Americans out in that right corner to win the ball back. Falkowski gets through Nanscorn, but Smith's the second wave. Hot conditions on a Thursday afternoon in the Netherlands, with a gold medal game up for grabs. It's Argentina and the Netherlands to come, and this a real surprise packet semi-final. The world number 4 playing the world number 10. Penalty corner. Must have got a bit of the body of Hertz inside the circle, and here's a chance for the American battery to go to work.
Yeah, this is the opportunity they've been looking for. I think the player recognises, yeah, there's not a lot on, I'm going to try and put it through. And fortunately for the USA team, she managed to get the ball on the foot of the Australian defender.
It's actually Kirsten Dwyer, that player down low there. So her touch means we get to see what the USA has got for us at the top of the battery. Nichols, Cassolden, Dawson, the three most likely here. Australia lead by a goal. Chance for the USA to draw level. It's Dawson, and it's deflected into the face mask. And clear, well, that went off the face mask of Jodie Schultz, I think. Now, this is an interesting call. I don't know whether there's... Well, of course, there's no referral, and it wasn't on goal. So that's the one thing perhaps saving the USA there. Had that deflection been on goal and into the face of Jodie Schultz, that could have been a stroke.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's gone from the American girl getting a touch on it for a deflection to the Australian defender pushing it past the goal.
Yes, at the penalty corner, if there's a player hit in goal with no defensive chances behind, automatic penalty stroke. But, of course, that shot must be deemed to be on target. And looking at that replay, it was probably a pretty good call from the umpire in the split second. Yeah,
definitely. And as you said, it does happen in a split second, so a really good decision to make it so quickly.
Nance Corn for Australia. White looking to double up. She's got Crandall for Kapany. 3-on-2 USA. But long corner Australia. Flanagan. And Jodie Kenny doesn't look perturbed at all, having been struck with that previous shot. Now Bone, well, Crandall doesn't control first time. Penalty corner for the Australians as Nance Corn and Falgovski clashed. And the music pumps to set the scene. Another look.
Yeah, ball comes in there. Nance Corn's just trying to get something off towards goal, and as a result, it hits the Americans' foot. Nance Corn's been a bundle of energy for Australia today. She's been involved with a lot of the attacking play.
And the prominent drag flickers are there for Australia. Jodie Kenny had a concrete slab placed out the back of her play so she could practice drag flicks. And here's the leading scorer in the tournament to date in the women's draw, Anna Flanagan. Who will it be? It's Flanagan, and it's low and saved by Kinser.
Yeah,
looked on target.
Yeah, good save there from Kinser. Anna Flanagan likes going off the right castle and putting that ball left side, whether it be low or high. Kinser's read that really well and made a great save there.
Still danger for the States. White's ball. Nichols, not a great deflection. Claxton, great save, Kinser. Brilliant. That was headed for the net, but for the left glove. That is a lifesaver, potentially, for the USA.
Yeah, that's a fantastic save there from Kinser. She's been extremely impressive this tournament. And again, showing us why there. Great shot off. And then just bang, palming it away.
And the previous penalty corner. Low and well saved by the 26-year-old Jackie Kinser. It was the reserve keeper for the US team in London, but now with the top job, finds herself doing a great duty for her team in a World Cup semi-final. Some sustained pressure for Australia here with a loose pass from Flanagan, and it allows a quick release. Falgovski's ball is a good one. Cassold has got support in Dawson. Katie Reinprecht's charging as well. Great movement from the USA. All but the last touch.
Yeah, great attack there from USA, and unfortunately couldn't get hold of it on the baseline as it just runs off. As we see here, oh, this is the Australia shot. Again, we can see the great save there from the American goalkeeper, Kinser.
Well, here's some space for Sharkey at the top of the D for the US. Penalty corner.
A little bit of confusion there, I think, from the Australian defenders and giving away a corner.
Well, just in the last few moments, we're starting to see The chances come for both teams. Off Jenna's foot.
Yeah, Flanagan just trying to clear the ball there, and as a result, hitting her own teammate's foot. But yeah, last 5 minutes of this game is exactly what a semi-final in a World Cup should be about. A lot more intense, a lot more opportunities, and shots on target.
The US have had great success with the variation this tournament. Will it be the direct shot or a deflection? It's a fake, and the shot coming in is saved by Lynch. Still in the D, still a chance for the US. Put back towards the cage, and behind it goes. Well, it seemed an eon before it went on Lynch's goal, with that double fake almost at the top of the D.
Yeah, great fake at the top of the D, an alternative for USA we've not seen. Bang, put it in for goal, but unfortunately just sinks on the keeper's pads and doesn't allow the deflectors to get in and get an opportunity there.
And then the flurry on the follow-up. Oh, was that intentionally behind by Kate Jenner? Perhaps another penalty corner could have been awarded, but now Georgie Parker has some space for Australia, trying to get past Crandall. Good work from the US skipper just to hold up Parker.
Play! Nothing there, play on!
And Claxton inside the D again. Oh, the stick was there from Emily Smith, but the ball couldn't find it.
Parker doing really well there to find the Australian forward on the baseline, putting a great ball through for her, and then as she crosses it, just got that skip on it, and unfortunately just skips over her stick. Good decision to put a ball across there though, and you can see just how close it is away from the Australian girl, pulling that ball into the back of the net.
So still 1-0 to Australia. The goal coming to Kelly White 2 minutes before the break. But a real lift in intensity here. Oh, a chance for Kolodziejczyk! She levels the scores for Team USA! Kelsey Kolodziejczyk makes it 1-1.
Back in the game. Ball coming in, driven well here, really well. Commitment, throwing herself to the floor. The American forward, a great bit of skill there from Kolodziejczyk. Pulls it from her left to her right, gets away from the defender, has a great drag and puts something straight on goal. Really great move, wins the ball, nice drag, and puts it straight on goal. 1-1.
Jubilation for Kelsey Kolodziejczyk, but interestingly now, almost posthumously,
Yes, Chico?
we're going for the referral.
So you're saying free hit is not stopped. The question?
Yeah.
The ball was not stopped.
No, stop.
One, wait. No. I'm just checking the question.
So she's saying that the ball wasn't stopped.
Now, just trying to work out what's going on here.
Please?
The ball was not stopped for
This
the
is what
free.
Australia is asking for. Okay, did you understand?
That the ball was not stopped
Yes.
for the free. Okay,
Yes.
I'll take a look.
So this is before the flurry in front of goal, and a similar referral that denied Australia a goal in its game against New Zealand. The Hockeyroos wanting to go back to when the original free hit was given, and that before the auto pass, the ball wasn't stopped. Well, it's basically dead there, and to all intents and purposes, it looks like the goal should stand. Sarah?
Yeah, exactly.
Chico, there was no problem with the goal.
ball's
You
just
can
lied.
award the goal.
And it's going to stand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right decision. Ball's laid dead, and Australia have enough defenders back behind the ball there to deal with that. It's not like it's a one-on-one against the goalkeeper.
So now both teams have exhausted their right of referral. Indeed, Kelsey Kolodziejczyk's goal stands. 1-1 with 22 minutes to play, with the first berth in the women's gold medal game up for grabs here in The Hague. O'Donnell with some great skill. And still O'Donnell. Oh, it took a second and third chance from Jenna, but she's still going, Katie O'Donnell.
Yeah, that's what's fantastic, isn't it? Not only has she got the skill and 3D skills to move forward and attack players, but she wants to win the ball back as soon as she gives it away.
And that goal just squeezing underneath the glove of Rachel Lynch. Joy for Team USA. And tension arises at the Kyocera Stadium.
Back, please. Back. Back, please. Okay, plan.
Do we get back into the grind, or does the physical intensity of this encounter, Sarah, ensure that this open nature that we're starting to see continues?
Yeah, I like to think so. I think getting a goal for both teams has given them confidence now, and USA definitely seem to be moving the ball around with a bit more pace at the back and playing the ball into the midfield players. They look like they have a little bit more confidence now, and I'm sure this game will continue as it has done the last 15 minutes of this second half.
Here's the goal scorer for the US. Oh, it beat the first stick. Eastham got a touch. Air swing from Batiste. Dangerous.
She knows what an opportunity that was there. Fortunately, she went for a big swing and she missed it, but the ball's dropping. Just comes off Casey Eastham there, trying to clear out, and she's just missed the ball completely there. She knows what an opportunity that was, but I'm sure they'll keep pressing and have more of those as the second half progresses.
Magnificent facility for this 2014 World Cup. It set a new standard for world hockey. And the fans really engrossed. Many of them waiting for the Netherlands and Argentina to come, but happy to be here early to take in this fine display from Australia and the US. Well, loose touch from Nichols and Hurts. Well, Crandall's there closing. Nichols out to Julia Reinprecht. O'Donnell becoming a bit more dangerous. Eastham. Good close from Casey Eastham. She's had a number of problems with her knees over the years, Casey Eastham, but looks as fit as she has done for quite some time.
Yeah, I thought she's been very good in this tournament. I mean, she's created a lot of opportunities for her team. And in games where they've been 2-2 and needing that 3-2 win, I think she's the one who's been giving them the push to do so, especially in the first couple of games when Madonna Blythe was missing due to that niggle in her calf.
Ashley Nelson for Australia eliminates 3 with a great ball to Hurts. And the close is lifted, so that's a penalty corner for Australia. Emily Wold couldn't control her defensive stick.
Yeah, great bit of play there from Nelson through the midfield, passing the ball on to the Australian forward and just looking to get that early ball in. In doing so, she finds the American defender's foot. Yeah, it's just hit Emily Wold's foot there, it's quite clear.
So Eastham will bring in for Australia, and again Flanagan and Kenny are at the top of the D for the Hockeyroos. The lead's been taken from them. Can Australia take it back? Flanagan, low, deflected, goal Australia! 2-1 to the Hockeyroos.
Looks like he might have come off the goalkeeper's stick there into the goal. We'll have to see.
It's 2 to Australia. We'll have to double check whether or not it was Flanagan who did it by herself. There was certainly a movement, it looked, before going in. Oh, and it was a deflection of Crandall again, was it? Nonetheless, that's a goal to Australia, and now the US trying to close it down once more, but away comes Nelson. Yes, just on that replay, Sarah, it looked like Lauren Crandall from above. Yeah. Unfortunately, she's been in the wrong place at the wrong time again.
Yeah, definitely got a deflection there.
But it goes down as the 6th goal of the tournament for Anna Flanagan to return Australia to the lead. Selensky just couldn't pick it up on the back line. 6 goals in The Hague for Flano.
Yeah, it's just got a little deflection in there, isn't it, and come up.
And once again, the skipper is entrusted to try and save the day for the US. He's not happy with the physical intensity there.
Okay, no more.
Lauren Crandall.
Otherwise, she's not in 5. Please put the ball back. She's in the right spot. Okay? Yes.
16 minutes to full time. Australia went in front only to have the lead taken from them. And Ash Nelson, who I think was the intended attacking deflector there of that penalty corner, just receiving a message from Adam Cummins. The press will come here from the US, no doubt. Nichols just evades the stick of Gonzalez for a moment. A good retrieve, and Lynch has to boot that to safety. Long corner. Another free hit for the Aussies outside the D. Fee. And lifted off the charging stick of Hurt, so Team USA continue to pressure here. Dawson with Katie Reinprecht. Madonna Blythe with a telling touch for Australia. And Nanscorn comes away.
Yeah, a great bit of defence there again from the Australians. Madonna Blythe making a fantastic tackle to ensure that she secures the ball for her teammates. And that's what's lacked today for the Americans, unfortunately.
And these deflective touches from the American skipper. That was the first goal on Kelly White's attack just before half-time. As Wold tries to create in midfield through Fee. And a loose touch from Katie Reinprecht. Quarter of an hour left. Perhaps. USA with the more circle penetrations, but Australia in the lead. That's a nice touch. For Eddie Bone. And Smith running hard, just couldn't pick it up. What's the way through here for the US?
Yeah, I mean, USA, looking at the screen, they've had 9 shots on target. It's just making sure that they're a lot more clinical when they get in that circle. I think the key for them is getting their ball carriers like Zelensky and O'Donnell, getting them on the ball a little bit more, allowing them to run at the Australian defenders.
Nichols hooks deep. Oh, and then just has a poor moment. So Emily Smith has got Georgia Nanscorn. Nichols does well just to hold up that movement. So a good comeback after her poor previous touch. Oh, but Nanscorn keeps going. A flame-haired Australian forces the kick from Kinser. Australia looking to return to the World Cup gold medal game for the first time since 2006. The USA has never been there. And this man, Adam Cummins, entrusted to take this team from a string of frustrating 5th places into the medal round. Craig Parham's done a terrific job, but I'm sure he doesn't want to die wondering here in this semi-final. Hurts beats a couple for Australia on the tomahawk. Oh, and Smith was down low, but for the good defence there of Lauren Crandall. Emily Smith was trying to deflect that in. Blythe there trying to work the back line. A third for Australia would make it really hard for Team USA. Crandall. That'll come back. Still Australia's ball just outside the D. Madeline Folgowski just showing the strain. A dozen to play. 2-1 Hockey-Roos. Free hit to the US. Great hustle from O'Donnell again. And here she is receiving. Taking on Eastham. She's got 2 to beat O'Donnell. Eastham does enough just to hold her up. Sharkey. And away she goes. Again, it's Eastham just in front of her and hassling. Still Sharkey gets another chance. Bit high over the top.
Yeah, I think Australian defence are crowding around the American forwards. They're not giving them much opportunity to do anything with it, but there was one of those moments where they did create a little bit of space and enable them to get the shot off. Unfortunately, she's come underneath the ball, meaning that it's going to rise rather than hitting it through the middle and getting it nice and flat on its way towards goal.
White for Australia 2 minutes before the break, answered by Kolodziejczyk a dozen or so minutes into the second half before Flanagan returned Australia to the lead. That's the score progression as we tick towards the run home in this women's semi-final here in The Hague. O'Donnell buzzing again, and a good ball for Katie Reinprecht. Reinprecht for the USA, back to Sharkey, another chance perhaps. Dwyer with a good touch, O'Donnell follows up, try to draw a foot, but Dwyer comes away for Australia. And now White. Not asking too much of Nanscorn.
All credit to Australia at the moment, though. They're defending extremely well. Katie O'Donnell trying to weave her way through you, and you can see she's just trying to find an obstruction there. Ideally, she needs to just keep that ball on her stick and really ensure that she finds a foot to get a corner for USA.
Julia Reinprecht playing with that temple guard to protect her recent skull injury. Vitesse, good ball, and the shot is saved. It was on target. Now they're appealing for a penalty corner. No team referral. Oh, what a frustration for the Stars and Stripes. That referral was burnt early in the game, but they'll come again here through Vitesse, looking for the tying goal. There's the free hit outside the D. Still plenty of hockey left here. 9.5, and perhaps the shootout if the USA can find a levelling goal.
Yeah, they're most certainly not going to give up their fight, are they, the USA? They're a very determined bunch, and they're just going to keep going. But as I said, Australia defending this really well. Goalkeeper makes a great save there. And again, the clearance.
Clearly into the thigh of Edwina Bone. And that number 16 is the inspiration again. O'Donnell really prominent in that last surge we saw from USA.
Yeah, she's instrumental to this USA team.
And now Falkowski gets a quick ball in. Dawson tried to find the foot or a teammate, but Schultz is there in the hour of need for the Hockey Roos. There's a foot there, that's outside the D though. US to inbound or to enter the D again, you'd suspect. Oh, O'Donnell once more, doing everything bar find this goal. And lifted and outside the D.
Yeah, they're really searching for the penalty corner here. The USA team, they're really looking for that, and I think we know why. Great bit of skill there again from Katie O'Donnell, and she's got some fantastic skills and enables her teammates to be played into the game as well.
Blythe isolated and dispossessed. Chance here. Here she is again, O'Donnell. O'Donnell for the US. Can't find the foot, still going. Katie O'Donnell doing it all herself. And eventually Jade Taylor gets a clearance away for Australia.
Crazy bit of skill there. I think Katie O'Donnell even tucked it between her legs to try and beat the Australian defender. This girl's full of confidence, and as I said, they just need to try and get her and the likes of Selensky on the ball a lot more.
She's almost picking up a team and dragging them back level here, Katie O'Donnell. Dawson. A wall of gold in front of her. Schultz with a good touch. Hurts. Well, Julia Reinprecht does well. Beats a couple. Slams it in. Vitesse with time on the natural side. Vitesse wide.
What an opportunity there for America. Ball being played into Vitesse, who makes a great trap in the circle, secures the ball. Here we can see it and get that shot off on. Unfortunately, it's gone just wide of the goal. We can see from that angle exactly how close it is. America really surging forward right now.
7 minutes to play in the first women's semi-final of the 2014 World Cup. And the world number 10, the surprise packet of the tournament, surging late here against the Hockey Roos of Australia. Oh, a bumbling ball. Nelson accepts.
Play on.
Oh, great close from Kolodziejczyk, Nelson fights on, Flanagan helps out. And a good touch there from Falkowski. All the players giving everything they've got right now. But Australia with a chance from the side. Taylor. Hopeful fans in Stars and Stripes look on. Taylor for Australia to Hertz. Emily Hertz. Behind long corner. 6 minutes for Australia to hang on. Or perhaps find a sealer here. Oh, and unfortunately for Taylor, she's up and okay at that missed trap, and she trod on the ball and gives the US a chance. A pensive pace from the Hockey Roos coach, Vitesse. She'll take the auto pass and go. And the touch from O'Donnell is a good one from Kolodziejczyk. Kolodziejczyk inside the D. Oh, but again, Jenner's there this time for Australia.
Yeah, Australia just picking up the pieces once again there, but a great piece of attacking play from the USA side.
Selensky chases it down. It's a red wall swarming to the left. Trying to earn a chance for the shootout. Dwyer with a good touch to Hertz. The Hockey Roos clinging on here. Smith. Oh, and Falkowski going hard. Falkowski wins a free hit. Great ball for Vitesse. The pace of the game is certainly starting to tell. Space through the middle section as O'Donnell once again. Oh, trying to find the foot, but it missed. And Eastham. Oh, it's over the side. Team USA to surge again. Kolodziejczyk, Dawson. Oh, Blythe with a touch, and Nelson comes clear. She's got Nanscon in support. That's off a foot. A tick over 4 to play. Craig Parnham has taken his team to all but the brink of the gold medal game. And Adam Cummins, well, he can sense a final. His first major final as coach of the Hockey Roos. Sure, they made the World League final, but this is the World Cup. This is the real deal. But the States are still fighting. Dwyer with a timely touch for Australia. Oh, but Ryan Preck steals. Falkowski couldn't get a stick on it. Dawson's there. She's been prominent in this American surge. Eastham yet again. But Julia Ryan Preck now. Long ball. No challenge on the Lynch goal. 3.5 to play.
Yeah, well, we know it can be done, as we saw Belgium score an equaliser against England this morning to take the team to shootouts. And with 3 minutes coming up to go now, I'm sure it'll be a really exciting finish to this game.
Great skill from Nichols. But Eastham's there. She has been Herculean for Australia. Claxton. Oh, that's to no one, but the seconds tick down. Dawson's trying to keep the intensity up. Her sisters, Natalie and Sarah, also have played for a country. She knows what it means to wear the Stars and Stripes. Oh, not a great clearance. There's some tired players out there, but Nichols with the chance here. Kolodziejczyk's in a noodle of space down the left. Schultz tracking the 2 number 7s. Kelsey Kolodziejczyk. She scored the 1 for the US. Could this be the equaliser? Oh, it's gone in! It's gone in! Kelsey Kolodziejczyk equalises for Team USA!
Wow.
2-2 with 2 minutes to play. But there could be a little bit of theatre about it.
But the missing the goal. Sorry? Oh, hit me. Missing the goal. Okay. Yeah, I know.
Now, Australia doesn't have a referral, and they're trying to convince the umpires to use their own.
So you're saying body?
No, I didn't see the body. Did you see the body? No, I didn't see the body. They looked at the
If neither of them saw the body, then it's a difficult decision to make. The umpire's going to have to go with their own decision.
Goal! It stands! Kelsey Kolodziejczyk indeed has a double.
That was a beautiful run from Kolodziejczyk. She took her time. She didn't. Has come off the Australian there. Took a deflection. It's come off her body. Off her hand.
Off her hand.
Yeah.
Well, what's your assessment, Sarah?
Yeah, it was hard to see from there whether it was going on goal or not from the strike, but it most definitely has come off the Australian hand there. And as you can see down on the sideline, Adam Commins is going mad at the decision. But it stands.
A huge decision in a World Cup semi-final. But the teams have exhausted their right of referral. And it's 2-2, but Georgie Parker, she might cover herself in glory. Chance for wide off her foot. Off her foot as she tried to swivel. Oh, we could get a late winner here with the way this pace of game is being played. Well, great work from Selensky, Paige Selensky. Well, here's almost Gonzalez able to release. White comes away.
Yeah, great challenge again from the Australian defender, but you could see there the intensity of the USA taking the ball from the hit out and getting up the field within seconds. They're really looking to get the winner in this game now.
Inside 90 seconds. It's Australia's ball through Ashley Nelson. O'Donnell tries to deny. Again, Nelson will play. Parker finds the foot. Last surge here for the women in gold. Eastham, Casey Eastham looking for the winner for Australia. 2 and 3 around her, and O'Donnell is there again.
She's been superb today, hasn't she? She's been everywhere on the field, whether it be an attack or winning the ball back for her team.
Well, Flanagan's ball, hoping for Nanscorn. She'll track it down. A last press from the Hockey Roos. A controversial equaliser to Kelsey Kolodziejczyk. Looks like it's going to send us to the shootout. Seconds tick away. Half a minute to go. Claxton to inbound for Australia. Julia Reinprecht. Claxton goes hard. Wins the free hit for the Aussies. Parker takes it. Tries to shoot. Ashley Nelson. No. Dawson clears. O'Donnell again and beats Flanagan. O'Donnell surging away, but I think time's going to beat her. She's over halfway. Kenny's there to save the day, and we'll go to the shootouts. 2-2 after 70 minutes in the semi-final between Australia and the USA. And you reckon that was nervy? Wait for this.
Wow, what a second half of hockey, hey? Unbelievable comeback there from USA. In defence, Australia defended superbly, but America just on the counter, showing why they've got to the semi-finals in this tournament and continue to attack, attack, attack.
Well, crying over spilled milk almost. It can't change anything. Madonna Blythe trying to argue the point, and Adam knows it's not going to solve anything. Adam Cummins taking his captain away. Controversy just before full time, but the goal to Kelsey Kolodziejczyk levels it through 70. The shootout will come as it finished after regulation. US 2, Australia 2. Ooh. You can feel the nerves inside the Kyocera Stadium, Sarah.
Yeah.
What a finish.
Yeah, it's really tense out here now. I mean, but that's exactly what you would expect from a game of this level. Semi-final, World Cup, everything to play for. And unfortunately, one team's going to lose on shootouts, but this is a lot of pressure for individual players, but they'll have the backing of their whole teammates. It's what they will have done in training. They will be the ones that have been selected for it because they are the best ones in the team to take it. So I'm sure they'll have confidence stepping out there today to take the shootout.
The USA have never been to a gold medal game at a World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, whichever team wins these shootouts already knows they've won a medal at the World Cup, which is a fantastic, fantastic experience.
And this is where the coaches really earn their stripes. Keeping it calm, talking through the plan and execution and trying to take, well, the negative or nervous emotion out of it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Craig Parnham's extremely good at. He's such a cool, calm guy. He will just comfort them now. As we saw in the half-time team talk, he was still relaxed despite being 1-0 down.
And what about the keepers, Jackie Kinser and Rachel Lynch?
Yeah. For the goalkeepers, this is a moment they thrive on. You know, the attention's on them in the goal. It's their moment to do the job, and they'll be really, really up for this.
A hot Thursday afternoon in The Hague. The Kia Sarah Stadium thumps to the energy of this semi-final, and the shootout is imminent. No longer the penalty stroke shootout, but it's one attacker on the goalkeeper from the 23-metre line. They can have as many shots as they like within 8 seconds, as long as it doesn't go out of play. But 8 seconds for the attacker to try and beat the keeper. If there is a foul from the keeper on the attacking player, a penalty stroke is awarded.
Yeah, and what's interesting with that is that the person taking the penalty stroke doesn't need to be the player who's earned it from the shootout. It can be any member of the team who takes that penalty stroke.
So it looks like it's O'Donnell, Selensky, Batiste, Kassold and Kolodziejczyk for the US. USA will go first. Laura Crandall winning the toss. And for the Australians, it looks like it's White, Schultz, Easton, Blythe and Parker. Oh, the energy and powerlessness in a sense of standing there and watching on, and the nerves in the group of 5 that are entrusted with the job of taking their team to the gold medal match at a World Cup. So Rachel Lynch in goal for Australia. 8 seconds for the attacking player to try and beat the keeper from the 25, and it's O'Donnell to try and get things away for the USA. Katie O'Donnell for the States against Rachel Lynch of Australia. Let the shootout commence.
Wait.
Umpires are happy.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
The stadium
Wait.
hums with nervousness and tension. O'Donnell against Lynch. The fake. Oh, Lynch with a great touch and saves for Australia.
Lynch has read that extremely well. O'Donnell's come in, tried to do a fake over the ball, but Lynch has just read that and made a superb tackle.
And it's going to be Madonna Blythe first up as we relive a wonderful piece of work there from Rachel Lynch. Needing to get the ball to make that a fair tackle.
Ready?
Now the skipper for the Hockey Roos against Jackie Kinser. Blythe for Australia. Faking. Kinser still does well. She denies Madonna Blythe.
Yeah, she's psyched there, Kinser. She's got all that emotion and adrenaline running through her body from making that great save. It looked at one moment there that Madonna Blythe had sold her as Kinser went down to the floor, but she just managed to get back up in time and push Madonna Blythe really wide away from the goal.
Well, now it's Rachel Dawson. As we relive the wonderful tenacity, Kinser down on the floor, up again and parrying clear. Yet to see a goal in the shootout. installment 2. It's Zelensky for the USA. Lynch again, gets low, still time, Zelensky wide! 0 from 2 for Team USA.
Exactly the same thing there. Lynch managing to make a superb save with her stick side. As the player comes in, what we've seen from the first 3 players is that they've all decided to go left and go to their backhand side as their first option.
So now white for Australia. Kelly White versus Jackie Kinser. Double fake, and the goal for Kelly White. First strike in the shootout for the Hockeyroos.
Yeah, better option there from Kelly White. Takes the ball to the left, but knows she wants to use the space on the right and turns around nicely, pivots nicely away from the goalkeeper, so there's no infringement of obstruction, and then bang, through the goalkeeper's legs. Quite hard for a goalkeeper there. She's moving from the right to left-hand side, so naturally her legs are going to open at some stage.
Well, now Kolodziejczyk with a vital moment for her country. She's already scored twice in regulation. Kelsey Kolodziejczyk for the USA. Lynch. Oh, again! But this time, and a score for Kolodziejczyk on the reverse sweeping shots.
Yeah, Lynch just got to stick to it again, but Kolodziejczyk, fortunately for her, the ball fell nicely and she was able to finish it with a backhand shot. Yeah, we see her moving the goalkeeper, but Lynch does extremely well again. You just isn't able to clear it on the second time, and Kolodziejczyk gets to finish the ball off into the goal for USA.
So 1-1, but Australia has Georgie Parker to step up in this 3rd instalment. Parker versus Kinser to keep Australia in the advantage. Parker on the reverse, puts it home. 2-1 Hockeyroos.
Yeah, she's just gone for it there, Parker. A bit more intensity in that shootout and shows a lot of confidence to just take it in and take that backhand shot and shoot it past the goalkeeper. Here she is coming in, changes the speed, and bang, backhand shot perfectly into the bottom right-hand corner.
Well, now Michelle Cassold needs desperately to score here for the USA. Cassold for the States. Lynch again gets low, parries it clear, time ticking, must be a glory shot, saved by Lynch. She's done it again for Australia.
She's been superb so far in this shootout, hasn't she, Lynch, making some vital saves. And as you see her walk away from the goal, she's completely calm about it. There's no emotion shown. Here we see a short fake, nice little lift, but Lynch reads it again and secures that.
And Jodie Kenny now has the chance to send Australia to the gold medal game. Kinser must save here to keep the US in the shootout. Kenny for the Hockeyroos, Kinser for the States. This goes in, Australia go to the gold medal game. Kenny against Kinser, it's in! And the Hockeyroos are headed to the final! Jodie Kenny triggers gold jubilation at Kyocera Stadium. What a fight from Team USA. What a semi-final. A late equaliser, a tense shootout. And the brave team from the United States needs to wait for its chance to make its first ever World Cup final. But the Hockeyroos are back at the big dance.
Yeah, they've been doing really well the last year and a half, building performances. Here we see coming in, great drag to the right, lines the goalkeeper up and just finds that little bit of space underneath the goalkeeper to pop it in the left-hand side. She's been very calm and cool the whole game, though, so that's really, really good from her. And you can see the delight on her teammates' faces as they know they've won a medal at the World Cup.
That's what it means. And now, a good show of sportsmanship between both teams. After a terrific showcase of hockey here, well, the carnival of the tournament has set a new benchmark for world events in hockey, and that game has set a great benchmark for the semi-finals and medal games to come.
Most definitely. The second half there was extremely exciting, and again going to shootouts, nail-biting for both teams, but Australia coming off with a win there. Naturally, the American girls are going to be extremely disappointed not to have won a medal or be in a final, but they have shown great commitment throughout this tournament and being the team that everyone's been talking about, and they still have a chance to win a medal with the bronze. Who their opponents are going to be is yet to be decided.
It's a long way from down under to the Netherlands, but it's been worth the trip for the Aussie fans who get to see their girls play for gold. Let's get down to Charlie Broom.
Yeah, I got Kelsey Kolachechik with me. Kelsey, a couple of goals for you today, but in the end it just wasn't to be. Very close game.
It was a great effort on our part. I give Australia credit, they didn't give up, but our will to win was, really noticeable. So I'm really proud of our team, and we gave it all we got. They just had a little more than we did.
You're putting United States hockey on the map for the women, at least.
I mean, we're happy to do that. We had a new coaching staff come in, and we've been working hard for this entire year, and this is what we've been waiting for. So it's exciting that we're stepping, up in this game.
Well, listen, best of luck in the bronze medal match. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Rachel, many congratulations. A brilliant penalty shootout, but a very close game.
Yeah, it was a bit tighter than we hoped. We seem to be making this a regular occurrence, finishing in one-on-ones, but the girls are up for it, and yeah, we're just so happy.
And the penalty shootout, you fancy yourself on all of them because you seem to have, you're very quick off your line.
Yeah, thanks. We practice them heaps, and yeah, I certainly enjoy doing them, so I suppose I take it as a positive if we go to one-on-ones, but yeah, I enjoyed it and just so happy that the girls could finish and we could have a win.
And now you know that you've won a medal here. It's just whether or not it's gold or silver.
Hopefully it's gold.
Listen, well done today. Many thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Covered herself in glory, the Australian keeper, Rachel Lynch. And relief for Anna Flanagan and her teammates, Ashley Nelson there. First time since 2006 that the Hockeyroos have been back to the World Cup. So really, it's only 2 World Cups ago, but not since that tournament have the Hockeyroos been in the medal rounds of a World Cup or an Olympic Games. So it is a great result for Adam Cummins and his team. But what a tournament from Team USA. The world number 10 really on the rise. Thanks for sharing the microphone with me, Sarah.
Yeah, it's been fantastic, a pleasure.
What a ride. And of course, Argentina and the Netherlands to come imminently here inside the Kia Center Stadium. So wherever you're joining us around the world, if you can't get it on your televisions, remember the live YouTube stream. Search for FIH Hockey World Cup and you can find it there. And well may they take their lap of honour. They've got one more game to come and they'll battle for bronze against the loser of the host nation and the Argentinians. But for Australia, the women in gold now have aspirations of gold, having made the last game in The Hague. 2-2 after regulation. Australia win the shootout 3-1.